We are moving into June 2025, so that means brand new game releases. So let's just jump right into it. And June brings us a pretty unique situation in the release of a brand new console in the highly anticipated Nintendo Switch 2. There's not too much to say about it that you don't already know. If you are into the Switch, then the Switch 2 is just giving you more Switch. It's bigger, it's better, and it looks like there is a little more emphasis on online connectivity this time around. Nintendo's about 3 generations a little late on this one, but there's actually going to be voice on the new console instead of having to download a stupid application on your phone that pretty much nobody used. So there's that at least. And sold separately is also a camera as well. Some games will kind of put your picture above a character or something online. Nintendo Switch 2 is releasing on June 5th. And personally, I have not pre-ordered the Switch 2, but I'll pick it up eventually. In my opinion, the launch is a little weak, and there's not really anything that I absolutely have to have. So in time, I'll pick up the Switch 2, but as of right now, I'm just chilling. And you're probably thinking the top 5 is going to be Switch 2 releases, but it's not. It's just one title. One title in the top 5, but if I had to give you my recommendation for games to pick up on Switch 2 release, it would be the ports of Street Fighter 6 and Final Fantasy VII Remake. Both of those games are excellent. I had a lot of fun with those. And assuming the ports are good quality, you can't go wrong with those. So if you haven't checked them out, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Street Fighter 6, as well as the one title in the top 5. So let's get into our honorable mentions first. Oh, real quick before the honorable mentions, I forgot to say, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Switch 2 if you're pre-ordering, and what games you're excited for during June, because I might have missed something and I'd love to hear from you, so let me know in the comments. So the first game on the list as an honorable mention is here because it has potential, and I caution you on this title. It is called Mindseye, and from what I can gather, it is a single-player game similar to GTA or Watch Dogs, and is set in the near future where you will play as a soldier equipped with a neural implant called, and get ready for it, the Mind's Eye. Throughout the story, you'll unravel a conspiracy involving rogue AI, corporate greed, and unchecked military power, threatening humanity's survival. The game has some really nice looking cinematics and was created in Unreal 5. So past that, we have seen very little on the game. We have seen very little gameplay and mostly cinematics. So I highly recommend you wait for the reviews and for the game to actually come out before you pick it up, because it could be awesome or it could be absolute trash and a buggy mess. So please wait until the reviews come out. Don't pre-order, don't do anything like that. Just wait on this one. It's on my list because it has the potential to be awesome. So again, I caution you on this one. Just wait for the reviews. So next up on the list is Stellar Blade. This is a PlayStation exclusive that released back in April of 2024 and is finally coming to PC. So in Stellar Blade, you play as Eve, a super soldier trying to reclaim a post-apocalyptic Earth from creatures called the Natiba. The game features fast-paced action combat with an emphasis on dodging and parrying enemy attacks. It could be compared to a Souls-like, but I think it's more action game than Souls-like because of the mobility and the skill trees and just the various tools that you have at Eve's disposal. Now, I played this one personally, and I wanted to put it on my list because some people might have passed over it because of the very appealing cover of the book and thinking the game might not just live up to, the visuals. The combat, the skill trees, the collectibles, everything is pretty fun. So my recommendation would be to pick this one up when it's on sale. But if you pick it up immediately, I don't think you're going to regret your decision either. It's pretty fun, and I would say check this one out. It's more than visually appealing. So those are the 2 honorable mentions for the month. So let's get into the top 5 now, starting with Mario Kart World. So you already know this one by now. Mario Kart is almost guaranteed to be a good time. The biggest thing that they added to this iteration is the open world, similar to Forza Horizon. So you can drive around the entire map as a large open world teeming with optional activities, collectibles, and challenges. Tons of new racers and karts await alongside cosmetics to unlock as well. And you can race as the Moo Cow from Moo Moo Meadows. So I don't care if the game is $80, Nintendo is coming out swinging with this one. Moo Cow is coming for that #1 spot, Expedition 33, so look out. I just pick this one up. It's the cow. You're not going to regret it. It's Mario Kart. It's a good time. $80, who cares? See what GTA is going to be. Number 2 on the list is Dune Awakening. So I covered this one last month, because the beta was happening, and finally in June, the full game is releasing. So I won't repeat myself too much, but just to give you a quick breakdown, Dune Awakening is an open-world survival game, obviously set in the Dune universe, where you can craft items, build a base, fight other players in PvP over spice, and try not to get eaten by a giant sandworm. So all you would expect from Dune and a survival game. So from what I could find, the beta was well received and looks to be in a good place for launch. The game will also be supported well into the future, so if you pre-order the game now, the deluxe version or the ultimate version, you'll get to play 5 days early. So Dune Awakening comes out on June 10th, but let's be honest, the actual release date is June 5th. Next up on the list is another survival game called The Alters. This is an upcoming sci-fi survival game from 11-Bit Studios, the creators of Frostpunk and This War of Mine. In the game, you play as Jan Dolsky, a space miner stranded on a hostile planet where exposure to the sun's radiation is lethal. To survive, Jan must create alters, and they're basically clones of himself. Each clone has a unique personality and skills that you must manage in order to expand your base, gather resources, and navigate the dangers of the planet. So in my opinion, this game looks pretty interesting. They are going all in on the alters, or the clones, and the management of those. And all the marketing pieces have like the clones fighting each other and their personalities showcased a little bit. So this is going to be like the make or break system for the game. And I appreciate that they're doing something different to set themselves apart from the other survival games that are in this same genre. So The Alters comes out on June 13th. So the fourth game on my list, and the one that I am most excited for, is called FBC Firebreak. This is a 3-player co-op first-person shooter set in the universe of Control. This game happens several years after the events of the Control game, and in Firebreak, players assume the roles of elite agents from the Federal Bureau of Control's Firebreak unit, tasked with containing paranatural threats. The game features session-based, replayable missions known as jobs, where players will select from 3 distinct classes, customize their loadouts using crisis kits, and research perks to tailor their own playstyle. Firebreak throws FOMO out the window, as all post-launch content, including new missions, will be free, with optional cosmetic items available for purchase. So in my opinion, this one looks really cool. It looks really fun. I like the horde style gameplay. I like completing missions together. And the fact that they are throwing out the battle pass and FOMO stuff is awesome. You can just support the game by buying great cosmetics, and that's a breath of fresh air. Just for that alone, I recommend this title. And it's one, like I said, that I'm looking forward to the most. So Firebreak comes out on June 17th. And the final game closing out June is Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. So this is the sequel to the 2019 game, continuing the story of Sam Porter Bridges, Norman Reedus, who now works with a new organization called Drawbridge to confront a looming extinction event and explore the consequences of humanity's interconnectedness. That's a lot, I know. So the new features include an expansive open world and dynamic events that create floods and earthquakes and sandstorms in the world that reshape the landscape in real time. Combat has also been significantly expanded, offering players the choice between direct confrontations, stealth tactics, or avoidance. The introduction of a skill tree divided into combat, stealth, and delivery proficiencies allows for deeper customization of Sam's abilities and your playstyle. So one important thing to note that I found during my research is that the narrative plays out a lot quicker in this game. So if you go back to my Expedition 33 video and review, the one thing I said is that a lot of games mess up is their pacing and the start of the game. Death Stranding was a game that I did not play personally, but I read and heard numerous times that it picks up after 10 plus hours. So I'm glad to read that this one just kind of gets you into the thick of things and moves the story along a little bit quicker. So Death Stranding comes out on June 26th. All right, that is my top 5 for June 2025. So if you're into videos like this, I do this every month. If you like RPGs, action RPGs, MMOs, action games, then that is what I cover. So please consider subscribing to the channel. It means absolutely everything to me. And I do Friday night hangouts as well, streaming right here on YouTube as well as Twitch. So I would love for you to stop by and chat with me. It means so very much to me. So until the next video, please take care of yourself. Be kind to one another. And I will see you again very, very soon. Peace.